Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening.
Sir, you can start, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Thank you. Good evening, my dear students.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Pa. Once again, you all are welcome to the biological sessions.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Gana. Good evening. Last class, what we have seen already, very well what? Bacterial diseases and viral diseases. That things already we discussed. How many diseases? Okay. Now, the protozoan diseases. I ask you one question. Given examples of protozoa. Suppose sometimes they may ask the question, amoeba is a protozoa. Is it correct? Amoeba is a protozoa, isn't it? Correct only. What are the difference between other things? Protozoa, listen here, they have given here, there are so many examples, isn't it? Flagellates, amoeba, endamoeba, and sporozoa, ciliates. Cilia means cilia is contained, cilia present in it. There is nothing but the locomotive organs. Sporozoa, isn't it? Endamoeba histologica. Flagellate is nothing but the any one of the organisms. They are bearing the flagella. Okay. Take an example. Bacillus. They are having so many flagellate for their movement. Flagellas. Okay. Okay. Last class, what we have discussed, what are the types of protozoan diseases? Just we gave an introduction only, isn't it? First of all, you should know what is my basic properties of protozoa. What are the general characteristics and what are the diseases here? Okay, amoebiasis, primary amoebia, meningioencephalitis, yardiasis, trichomoniasis, palandiasis, toxoplasmosis, malaria, cryptosporidiasis, and pneumocystis. These are the things is that, but there are 3 to 4 only given for your examination point of. Already we discussed the amoebiasis, isn't it? Amoebiasis is also one of the very important disease caused by the protozoa. Okay, the protozoa name is called as, will be Endamoeba histolytica. Note it down, it is very, very important. Already you studied it. Mostly found in where, the intestine. Which intestine? The large intestine and the lower part of the small intestine. It's a joint between the large as well as the small one. End of the small intestine, there is a large intestine started, isn't it? So in between that stage, there is a middle stage. There is a last stage of small intestine and the primitive stage of which one, the large intestines. Okay. Epidemiology, infection is direct and oral. The tetrad nucleated cyst. Yesterday we saw it, these things, isn't it? Are injected with contaminated food and water. How it will be entered in your body, due to the water. There is a mediator, isn't it? Water and food. Sometimes the flies or some other way or vectors they carry the which one, cyst of the amoeba. Okay. So it may enter directly or indirectly enter through this type of things. That is contaminate food and water. So after that, what will happen? It will spread their things. Okay, one of the most important enzymes, this pathogen also secretes one of the important enzymes. The Entomoeba histolytica secrete the enzyme is called a cytolysine. Cytolysine. Already we discussed. What is the meaning of lysine? It is nothing but the splitting, otherwise called as erode. Okay, a breakdown like that. Cytolysis means cell lysis. Okay, you know about phagocytosis. What is by phagocytosis, my dear friends, my dear students? Phagocytosis. Ajay, do you know? Dhanalakshmi. What is by phagocytosis? No idea, isn't it? Okay,
No,
I will tell
sir.
you. Okay, I will tell you. It's otherwise called a cell eating process. Okay, phagocytosis is otherwise called a cell eating process. How it will be? Suppose any one of the foreign particle, it may be virus or bacteria or some other protozoa or spores or whatever it may be, it's enter into the cells. Automatically, what will happen? One of the most important suicidal bag. Which one is a suicidal bag?
Some vacuums.
No.
Mm.
Suicidal bag. Suicidal bag. It is also called a suicidal bag. Okay, I will tell you. Okay, one of the cell-bound organelle is called as lysosome. Okay, the lysosome. The lysosome secrete the lysozyme enzyme. The lysosome, when the foreign particle invader or enter into the cell, what happen? Automatically the lysosome actually secrete the lysozyme enzyme. Okay, the enzyme act upon the particular cells, completely denature the cells. Which one? The foreign cell, alien cell, invading cells. Okay, that cell completely destroyed. Destroyed means what is that meaning? They are having their cell or inner molecules also made up of complex molecule that can be easily split into simple molecules, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, sulfur, like that. Otherwise called as protein. Okay, like that. Again, the protein molecule split into amino acid split into carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, like that. Okay, so then what are the components they need? The cell, they absorbed from that, which one, digested material. After that, what happened? It may be elucidated from the another side. That is called as phagocytosis, otherwise called as cell eating, engulfing of the cells. These are the things we will study in the later. Okay, next is, I think, part 5 we will study. Cytolysine means, what is the meaning? It is cytology. The science that deals with study of cell is called as cytology. Okay, cytology. Lysine means, what is it? Already told you, splitting or denaturation. That means the cytolysine is nothing but cell denaturing enzymes secreted by the pathogens, which damage the intestinal, leading to which damage the intestinal, which one, cells, like that, leading to the ulcerations. As a result, what happened? The acute diarrhea and blood and mucus in the stools. The outlet, we can see the which one, blood and mucus in the stools. Patients also feels abdominal pain, continuous prolonged period of what is that? Fasting. It will lead to like this, because how the ulceration formation takes place, it erode the which one, the mucous membrane lining on the which one, intestines. Okay, first they erode the mucous membrane. The next, epithelial cells. Again, blood veins. Inner, what is that? Blood streams is also that blood streams eroded. What happened? Automatically they emit the blood molecules, blood into the stomach. That is the reason. Gastrointestinal amoebiasis by entamoeba histology. This is the cosmetic organism already studied. See that this is the amoeba structures. Okay, here how it will be entered in the tetrad stage only. It's also modified in the form of tetrad stage. When it undergoes the tetrad stage modification, it can be transferred through the vectors, whether it may be food or water. Once enter, that is called as matured cyst. So when it matured, because when it convert into 4 cell stage or nucleus stage, so then enter in the food or water. Okay, and also it reaches the intestines, and also transfer through the intestine to blood, and it reaches the brain also. This is the way. Okay, and also it comes out through the feces. In a solid waste, simply we may call it as a solid waste. Suppose if it is not properly disposable into the or properly disposal water, it may be spread from one place to another place or one person to another person's. Okay, there is a reason. Okay, you got it? Okay, see. What the next one? Say this is the structures of amoeba, endamoeba histological structures. See the center, there is a controlled, all activities was controlled by nucleus. Already you know about all the metabolic activities, whatever it may be, lipid, protein, or carbohydrate, whatever it may be, enzyme, hormones, all the activities was controlled by the nucleus only. Okay, so this is a very, very important nucleus. And ectoplasm, so ectoplasm is outside, endosome is also inner, and ingested red blood cells, endoplasm, ingested bacteria, cell membrane, pseudopody. These are the entire structure of the visual. One of the pathogen is called as entamoeba histolytica. Okay, see the things. Okay, what are the next one? See the structures. Already we saw it, these things. Spreading to a new coast, how it will be. So this is a cyst, the 4 cell stage. Also, existations when it comes out. See the tropozoite, note it down. And also cyst. This is the small intestine. This one is called as large intestine. It's happened in this area only. This is the part. Okay, so that's why they have marked as a yellow color ring-like structures. Okay, and also when it comes out in the form of stools, solid waste, it may be spread to the another portions. That is the important things. Okay, okay. Go to the next one. See, so this is the structure, cell membrane, cell. This is called as cytolysine, oligomers. Okay, so oligomers, what is the meaning of oligomers? It's nothing but the protein molecules. Okay, all the enzymes are proteins. Already you know one of the proverb is that all the enzymes are protein, but all the proteins are not enzyme. Okay, and next one is prophylaxis. Already I told you, proper sanitary conditions. You have to wash it properly, whatever it may be, whether it may be food or water. Whatever. Suppose we want to, you are taking the water molecules, highly boiled. Okay, and then take sanitary, cleanliness. Okay, hygienic manner. Proper cover of eatables. You must cover it properly to prevent the contamination of food by vectors. That is the rations. Proper washing of fruits and vegetable before eating. Already told you. Suppose when you are buying fruits, we cannot able to wash it because there is no, that situation is not there like that. Okay, once you have to wash it and then eat, then only the disease, it will not spread. Otherwise it will happen like that. Okay, see, next very, very important things you must note. In so many times they were asked the question in this area. Don't forget to skip this area. Okay, malaria. So already know about what is meant by malaria. Malaria is also one of the very contagious diseases, isn't it? It's caused by a toxic pigment, hemozoin. Which type of toxic substances, toxic pigments? How it will happen? Already told you once upon a time. Where will you study? Where will you study these things? What is my blue baby? What is my blue baby? Already I asked the same question. How it will happen? What will be the mechanism? Anybody else? What is my hemozoin, my dears? What is my hemoglobin?
Sir,
What is my hemoglobin?
sir, it's a compound in our blood, sir. It's the red pigment, sir.
Okay, hemoglobin is nothing but the protein molecules. It
Yes, sir. So it contains the red pigment, sir.
Okay. Red pigments due to.
So iron, sir. Iron.
Yeah, ferric or ferrous, isn't it? That is very, very important. See here, hemozoin is nothing but the poisonous one. Okay. When it forms, the HP of RBC, that's why I asked HP, hemoglobin of RBC. When it reacts with the malarial parasite, it produces toxic substances. That toxic substances is called as hemozoin. The color of the toxic substance is blue, hemozoin. When the RBCs are destroyed by developing stages, that is called as merozoites. You must note it down, which is poisonous one. Okay, and which is destroyed. How it will be when RBCs are destroyed by the developing stages, merozoites of malarial parasite Plasmodium. Okay, already know that which one is a cosmetic organism. Like that, they may ask to know. Plasmodium is the cosmetic organism, but the malarial produced plasmodiums are classified into 4 species. Okay, the types of malaria already very well, but 4 species of Plasmodium causes the malarial in human being. What are they? See that one by one. See types of malarial parasite: Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium malariae, and Plasmodium ovale. Among these 4, which is very dangerous, the Plasmodium
vivax, sir.
Which one?
Sir, the first one, sir, vivax.
Sir?
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 Yes, sir.
How did you know?
Sir, because that's the most, sir, that's the strain that is spread in Africa and also Plasmodium vivax.
But what about Plasmodium falciparum?
So I heard that vivax was the so
okay, anyway, nice.
I read in a newspaper article.
But particularly, falciparum is also a very complicated. Okay, just you note it down. Vivax and falciparum. Falciparum is very dangerous, and which one is very, very, very complicated? We will see one by one. Okay, listen here. The types of malarial parasite: Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium malaria, and Plasmodium ovale. These are the 4 types of Plasmodium. Just note it down. This is the female Anopheles mosquito. You got it?
Oh. Yes, sir.
Why? Why the female is responsible for this one?
Sir, the males are all herbivores, sir, in mosquito species. So only the females suck blood while males suck plant sap.
Okay, they observe only the plant nutrition only, and also
yes,
it is also very important for the female. Only they took the blood from the person, isn't it? Okay.
Yes.
So why the female only involved in this process? Not only this one. Take any one of them, any one of the diseases. Culex, Anopheles culex. Okay, female Anopheles culex only. Okay, and help.
So this disease is spread via the blood, so the virus and
no. One more is there. Try yourself. Good. Try. What about Dhanalakshmi? You also try. And Ritika, and so and so. Will you please try yourself? What is the main reason for only the female only involved in this process is spreading? Already told.
So is it because of reproduction, sir?
Exactly, reproduction or you are near.
Sir, the virus can be spread on to its offspring.
No, Kana. Reproduction is also correct, but you are not up to the mark, I think. What about the egg laying capacity? Only for?
Some females.
Yeah, because egg laying capacity is most common in all the female only, because they produce a number of eggs. So that's why the number of, what is that? Adult also, number of offspring also possible, isn't it? That's why male, it will not spread the, which one, disease. Okay, but particularly main characteristic features, mechanical, particularly mechanical barrier. Which one is the mechanical barrier? The egg laying capacity mostly for which one, the female Anopheles mosquitoes only. That is the reason for the spreading. So it can produce more egg. That means, what is it mean? More offspring. Then more offspring also, when it undergoes the development stage, they produce more number of which one. That is the reason they can spread throughout the sphere, okay, atmosphere or whatever it may be, in the condition or tropical region, whatever it may be. Okay, that is the reason. See that this is also another type. Blood sucking is blood sucking animals are also called as which type of vorus? Already asked the question also. Herbivorous. Okay, I asked it. Anybody else? Herbivorous is nothing but the eating of vegetables. Okay. Carnivorous is nothing but the, which one, meat. Omnivorous, both. But blood sucking animals also having it, that particularly tell us the mosquito, leech. Okay. And one more is there, bed bug. These are all are only, they are taking which one, only they are eating the blood only, or sucking the blood only. So, okay. So they are all comes under the heading is one of the overas. Just to find out next time I will ask you, don't forget. Okay. Otherwise, I will inform you what will be. Okay, incubation period, you must note it down about 12 days in Plasmodium vivax. Symptoms: malaria attack in the preceded by the headache, nausea, and muscular pain. The total period of malarial attacks in of 1 to 10 hours and can be divided into 3 stages. They can be divided into 3 stages. Once again, repeat, for incubation period will be 12 days in Plasmodium vivax. Symptoms: already know, headache, nausea, muscular pains. Total period of malarial attacks is of 1 to 10 hours and can be divided into 3 stages. Okay. See, what are the 3 stages? The first stage is called as cold stage, characterized by chilling and shivering. This is the first stage. Second stage is hot stage. Okay, hot, characterized by high fevers, 106 degrees Fahrenheit, faster respiration and heartbeat also. This is the second stage. Third one is called a sweating stage. Okay, and the temperature goes down to normal. These are the 3 stages of the symptoms. Okay, have been reported by the affection of which one, the parasite or pathogen of the which one, Plasmodium or Plasmodium vivax, and other diseases also. Okay, see that they have given the chart here. Just imagine Plasmodium type, already we discussed it. What are the different types of parasite that cause malaria? See the falciparum, that is called as Plasmodium falciparum, vivax, malaria, and ovule. So they are all are, see that the tropical malaria. Tropical means normal area. Okay, and Teritian malaria, quatern malaria, and also Teritian. These 2 are the Teritian. Vivax and ovule is the Teritian, and also quatrian malaria is also another one. So falciparum, Plasmodium malaria is also called a quatern. Tropical malaria, falciparum. Okay, these are the things. It is mistaken with the quatern malaria. Another one is called as Nolizy. Nolizy is another type, but these 4 is very, very important. Sometimes they may cause exceptional like endemic areas. See that in all the endemic areas, South America and also Asia. South America and Asia. See, both are same. This one is called as Africa, Malaysia, Thailand, and also our area, I think. Okay, see that. And febrile seizures periods, irregular crisis, every 2 days, every 3 days, every 2 days, every 24 hours. These are the periods. Okay, periods of occupation, like that. So involvement and severity, very serious. It can cause death if it not treated quickly and effectively. Which one in the falciparum? That is why I asked you. Okay, this one gray, but with the delayed onset. This is also another one. Okay, moderate, less frequently. This is also moderate and less frequently. It can cause the death if not treated quickly and effectively. The last one as well as the first one is also very, very important things. Particularly the Alzheimer is very, very dangerous one. That's why I asked you. Ajay already answered. Okay, the falciparum is a very dangerous. Suppose if it is not quickly treated, it will lead to death. That's why which one is a very dangerous, falciparum is a very, very dangerous one. Okay, see that how it will be changed. See that these are the species: falciparum, vivax, and also malaria and oval. So what will be the stages? How it will happen inside the RBCs. Ring stage. See that this is called as ring stage of the falciparum and vivax. When you are going to under the hematological analysis for the particular person. Okay, so these are the stages. Suppose if you are seeing like this type of ring stage, okay, it is due to the plasmodium falciparum, the causative organ. Suppose if it is like this, vivax, it like this malaria, and also like this ovule. Okay, tropocytes. This is called a tropocyte stage. This is ring stage, tropocyte stage, and sysont and gametocyte. These are the gametocytes. These are the 4 stages have been reported according to their corresponding diseases. Microorganisms. Okay, see falciparum just like this. So corresponding this one. This is called as tropocytes. Sysont. These are the things. Gametocyte. These are the things. This one no need, particularly tropocyte. Maximum they are asking. Zysont and tropocytes. These are the stages, different stages of the development within the human body. Okay, see that one. Prophylaxis. You must note it down. Wire gassing of doors. We have to cover with the wire gassing or doors or windows, etc. To check entry of mosquitoes. Suppose the mosquitoes enter through this way only. That is the reason. Use of insect repellent to prevent the mosquito bites. Repellents also we have to use for the prevention of mosquitoes. There are so many things is there. There is a coil, okay, and so many things is there. Nowadays they were used a small paste-like structure. They can apply on their skin also. Okay, due to that smell is it can be easily went out. That is the reason. Killing of mosquito larvae by filling of small ditches, etc. Mosquito larvae by killing. How will you kill? You can use it. So many precautions are there. So many precautions. See that with the soil or sprinkling kerosene oil. Already but there are so many. What is that? Prevention method they were used, which one in a kerosene oil only with mixed with the, and also they are giving the smoke like structures, smoke like what is that, they spread with the help of the prevention of the which one that larvae. You can spray it, just you add 1 drop of kerosene on the water. What happened? The completely eradication of the which one the larva stage, plasmodium, vivax, or whatever it may be, completely destroyed due to this one. Another one is very, very important. These 2 are very, very important. Note it down, my dear students. Very, 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 very important. Note it down. Killing of adult mosquitoes by spraying insecticides. These 2 are insecticides. DDT. What is the expansion of DDT?
So dichloro, diphenyl, trichloroethane.
Ethane. Very good. Correct. Exactly correct. Dhanalakshmi. Super. What about BHC? What about BHC? Ajay, do you know what is my BHC?
No, sir.
Okay. What about Dhanalakshmi?
No, sir.
Okay, I will tell you. Benzene hexachloride. Note it down. These 2 are very, very important for. Sometimes they may ask the questions which one that is which one is not, which one is not insecticide, herbicides. Already they asked the question. I think that is a DDT. Already very about. Okay, and benzene hexachloride is also. And the next one is very, very important. Introducing larvicidal fish. Larvicidal, a small fish like that, such as Campusia. Note it down. This is the fish used to control the breeding of mosquito. So many times they were asked the question. The Kombucha is a larvicidal fish. Sometimes how will you control the breeding of mosquito? Like that they asked. Which one of the following is correctly matched? Like that. Okay. Kombucha is nothing but the larvicidal fishes. See that fish. See, this is the structure of fish. This is the larvicidal fish. Okay, small fish used for what is the main uses of this one? Suppose these type of fishes, what happen? They completely eradicate the mosquito larva as well as the mosquito eggs, completely consumed by this Kombucha fish. Once again, repeat for you. Kombucha fish is a small one. It can eradicate the Plasmodium viva, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium falciparum, and also malaria. Parasite laying egg, larva, they are completely eradicated by this fish because it is one of the food of Kombucha, like that. Okay, so they were used. See that this is the female. This one is called as male. Mosquito fish, Kombucha affinis. The name is called as Kombucha affinis. So this is very, very important. Kombucha. Sometimes they were asked questions. Okay, this is very, very important. So the malarial parasite completely eradicated by the one of the fish is called as Kombucha affinis, otherwise called as mosquito fish. They may ask the questions, the mosquito fish binomial nomenclature, zoological nomenclature, like that they may ask the questions. So this is also very, very important. Okay, so note it down. Go to the next one. Important steps in the Plasmodium life cycle. This is also already we discussed. Suppose when the Plasmodiums enter in the body of the any one of the human body or something else, they need two coast is very, very important. One is human and another one is mosquitoes. The malarial parasite, otherwise called as Plasmodium, require to finish their life cycles. They need two coast. One is called as human, another one is called as mosquitoes. Okay, particularly female Anopheles mosquito, which is the vector or transmitting agent. They may ask the questions. Which one of the following is responsible for the malaria? Plasmodium, they may ask the questions. It's one of the type of the Plasmodium. Particularly, which one is the vector or transmitting agent? Note it down. This is very, very important. Female Anopheles mosquito. Okay, the Plasmodium enter the main human body as a sporozoid. How it will be infectious form? Which one of the infectious form of the Plasmodium? It affect the human body, like that they may ask the question. Already they are asked 2 or 3 times. Need question. Sporozoids. Through the bite of infected female Anopheles mosquito. When it enters, we will see that things. The parasite initially multiply within the liver cells and then attack the red blood cells, resulting in their rupture. This is the mechanism occurs within the RBC. First of all, Plasmodium, right? They need two coast, human being as well as mosquitoes. Okay. Which one is the vector or transmitting agent? That is called as female Anopheles. Okay. Female Anopheles is the mosquito, is a otherwise called a female, particularly I told you, isn't it? Vectors and transmitting agents. And Plasmodium enter the main human body as a sporozoid. This is very, very important. Infectious form. Which one of the infectious form of the Plasmodium? The sporozoid. Okay. When it bites, what happens? Automatically the sporozoids enter into the blood. Okay, because it sucks only the blood veins only. So that time what happened? The sporozoids present the salivary gland of which one? Mosquito. Which mosquito? The female Anopheles mosquito. Then salivary gland to human blood and also RBC. As a result, it rupture the cells. Okay, see that one. To rupture the RBCs is associated with the release of toxic substances that is called a hemozoin. When it react with the which one? The sporozoid react with the RBC. At the time, what happened? Hemoglobin converted into hemozoin. So they may important. See, RBCs is associated with the release of toxic substances. That toxic substances is called as which one? Hemozoin. Already told you. Pneumonia. Blue baby is also same, isn't it? Hemozoin. Hemoglobin react with the toxic substances produced by the pathogen. When it react with these two, what happened? The end will be hemozoin. The hemozoin color will be bluish color. So that's why the baby is also blue, which is responsible for the chill and high fever recurring every 3 to 4 days. This is the reason. When the RBCs are ruptured due to the hemozoin, what happened, automatically you will not get the enough oxygen because RBCs are rupturing or breaking or break down. So the oxygen carrying capacity also slow. Okay. At the same time, the cell toxicity also increases. So it will lead to the high fever, 3 to 4 days, rupturing nature. When a female Anopheles mosquito bites an infected person, these parasites enter the mosquito body and undergo further development. Already told you, when it bites the normal person, okay, so after that it enter into the human body. What are the things? These parasites multiply within them to form sporozoids. That's why I told you that are stored in their salivary glands. Okay, they are salivary gland. When this mosquito bite a human, the sporozoids are introduced into his her body, thereby initiating the event mentioned above. Listen here. How the sporozoids are come to which one is salivary gland of mosquito? How it will be? That is salivary gland means what is that? Mosquito salivary gland. Note it down, very, very important. Mosquito salivary gland. When the mosquito, a female Anopheles mosquito, bite the affected person, the blood also transfer through the mouth part and it will reach the salivary gland. There is a multiplication takes place. From that, okay, it can move from where to where? In the salivary gland to mosquito salivary gland into where? In the stomach of the, which one, mosquito, through the way of blood. Okay, after that multiplication takes place because they need foods or energy. Okay, they only get it from where, the intestine of the mosquito. They get, and also they can multiply millions and millions. Again, re-entry into the salivary gland. So this is a stage. That stage is called as sporocytes. After the multiplications, the sporocytes are stored in the where, salivary glands of mosquito. Okay, now the mosquito suffered by plasmodium, isn't it? Then when it bites with the healthy person, the sporocyte injected. Okay, and also easily transfer. When this mosquito bite a human, the sporocytes are introduced into his care body, thereby initiating the events mentioned above. That is the reasons. The sporocytes enter. The life cycles of human beings. See here, the infection of human is the first one. Pre-erythrocytic schizogony is the second one. Exoerythrocytic schizogony is the third one. Erythrocytic schizogony is the fourth one. See, they are having a two division is also. Erythrocytic schizogony is also two division. Young tropocytes and giant ring stage, amoeboid stage. And formation of erythrocyte schizonant and also merozoite. Incubation periods and development of the gametocyte is the last one. So these are the stages. How many stages are there? See so many stages, 7 to 8 stages. After that, only it can be produced. Which one, in within the human beings, I am telling. Before we studied, that things is called as which one, the salivary gland of mosquito. But here, human being, these are the changes occurs after the entry of which one, plasmodium. Note it down. So this is very, very important. See, this is the important thing. So this is your skin. Imagine. Okay, the female Anopheles mosquito, when it bites, okay, automatically the sporocytes enter, isn't it? This is called as exoerythrocytic stage. The sporocytes. This see that the green color, light green color mentioned as the sporocytes. Okay, through the way of blood, it may be enter into the liver cell. This is denoted as the livers, isn't it? Infected hepatocytes. Hepatocytes, these all are hypnocytes. Okay, when it enters, so automatically what happens? Hepatozyogonic stage also there, and also it may be multiplied within the hepatocytic cells. Or okay, again, it rupture the cell wall, comes out. Okay, comes out, and also it reaches the which one in a blood. Okay, after that, early tropocyte and late tropocytes again multiply, again it will produce the, what is that, sporocytes. See that one, same things, sporocytes. Again re-enter the cycle. So automatically what comes, the RBCs lyses so many times, the cycles will be repeated again and again. That is the reason. Once late tropocytes also enter into the gametocytes, when the normal, this person is affected now. This is the healthy persons. Once upon a time, once what happened, the Anopheles mosquito bite the persons, the sporocytes enter. So the person, when the sporocytes enter, the person is what is a sick person, of malarial person. Okay, the sporocytes comes out when the blood transfusion. So blood, what is that? Yes. Okay, throughout the body, it's also connecting, throughout that time the normal mosquitoes or something else affect, without affecting the Anopheles, I mean plasmodium, that mosquito bite, the sporocyte enter his salivary gland. Again the same process repeated again and again. This is the stage. Okay, do you have any doubt in this area, my dear?
No, sir.
Okay, just imagine Anopheles mosquito introduce the plasmodium, enter the liver cells, and also multiplication takes place because they need no amount of nutrients, the nutrition intake, and also multiply and rupture the cell. It comes out, reaches the RBC, lysis. Okay, again multiply. It's also the cycle is also going on. Okay, and once it's a late tropocytes, it's also converted into gametocytes. This is the last stage. After that, when it sucked the another Anopheles mosquito, the affected, what's the blood components, blood content enter into the mosquito salivary gland. So the human body as well as mosquito is responsible for the essential for the completion of cycles. That is very, very important. This is called as erythrocytic stage. This is called as exoerythrocyte. Exoerythrocyte means outside. Erythrocytes mean within the RBC. Okay, so these are the two things. It's very, 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 very important. Note it down. This is also very, very important. See that. So this is consist of where it occurs. See that this is the mosquito guts, salivary glands. When it bites, it enters livers. So already we saw it. These things again. When it bites, the affected things also again it will repeat. Same things also repeat. So this one is mosquito. This one is called as, it happens in where, in the human body. See the same things also given. This is the structures given in a book. When the mosquito bites another human sporocytes or injected with the bite, see that it enter livers. Okay, sporocyte stage. Again, parasite reproduce asexual and liver cells bursting in the cells. Already we saw it, these things in the cycles. After that, RBC lysis and enter again and again. It will enter the same process. Okay, see that. So this is the thing. These are the stages. Plasmodium species, invasion of to the reticulocytes, invasion of erythrocytes, erythrocytic cycles. How many hours it will take? All are, see that 48 hours, 48 hours, 48 hours, 24 hours, and it's 72 hours. Plasmodium malaria, it will take 72 hours for their erythrocytic cycle. And hypnocytes forms. Here there is no, yes, but there is no. Mesocyte releases. How many mesocytes they were released? See, to the level 30,000 to 2,000. Origin, all are zoonocyte, zoonotic. Okay, zoonotic, like that. So this is the things. Okay, these are all very, very important things. See, already we saw it, this one. Okay, human being as well as the RBC, the cycles also continue. Okay, how is the infection spread to human body? Life cycle of Plasmodium in female Anopheles mosquito, already we saw it, that things. Here they have given us a, which one, heading aspect. Ingestion of gametes by mosquito, first step. Gametogony, again fertilization, penetration and encystment, and sporogony, formation of sporocyte. This is the infective stages already involved. After that, it entered into the human body. That is called as life cycles of female Anopheles mosquito. See, next, that is a malarial parasite finished. Okay, so what are the malarial parasite? What are the types of malarial parasite? Okay, how it will be enter? What are the types of course they need? Human beings, how it will be enter? how it will be spread, okay, and also how it will be transferred to the human body, which stage is transfer, what are the types of stages, how many cycle, how many steps they were occur within the human body as well as the mosquitoes. Already we discussed, isn't it? Okay. What about the malarial disease treatment? What about the malarial treatment?
So,
Malarial
so
treatment.
they treat with the antibiotic, no, sir, quinone.
Which one, Pa? Which one? Which one?
So quinone.
Quinone. That is very, very, very important. I didn't mention here. Okay, just note it down. Quinone is obtained from the one of the plant. Park. Do you know? Quinone. Very good. Very good, Ajay. Correct. Exactly. You are giving the correct answer. Quinone is obtained from the one of the bark of the tree. The tree is called as which one, you know? Cinchona. Note it down. This is very, very important. Just to take a notes. Which one is important? I have told you, know. Just to note it down. Cinchona bark is very, very important. It gives a medicine is called as which one, you know? Quinone. Okay. Okay. See that one. So next we will pass on to the next one is what is that? Trypanosomiasis. Trypanosomiasis. It is one of the protozoans causes. It is the most serious protozoan. Note it down. This is the most serious protozoan. This is caused by a flagellate protozoan. Which one of the flagellate protozoan? You know, the trypanosoma. A trypanosoma is found first in the blood, then in the lymph, and finally in the cerebrospinal fluid of the human, the primary coast. Trypanosoma. Once again, repeat for you. Trypanosoma pallidum. Trypanosoma found first in the blood, then the lymph, and the final in the cerebral spinal fluid, CNS fluids of the human being. This is considered as a primary coast. But they also have the secondary coast, tertiary coast, like that. The primary coast is human being. This secondary coast is a blood sucking insect, Glossinia. Note it down. First, primary coast is human being. The secondary coast is which one, you know? Glossina. So the life cycle of trypanosoma is digenetic. This is very, very important. Digenetic. Sometimes they may ask one question: which one of the plasmodium, okay, or protozoa, like that they may ask which one of the protozoa is a digenic nature. Okay, like that they may ask the trypanosoma is a digenic nature. What is the meaning of digenic? They need two types of coast. One is called as primary coast, or second one is called as secondary coast. Primary coast is human being, and secondary coast is Glossina. Okay, the trypanosoma is also act on the secondary coast. The secondary coast name is called as Glossinia. Like that they may ask the question. Okay, just to remind you once again. Okay, symptoms when in blood is caused high fever. Okay, it gives a high fevers. When in lymph and swelling of neck and armpit occurs, this is also very, very lymph swelling. Lower part lymph already you know a little bit of neck and armpits. Armpit already you know neck also it occurs. When is cerebral final fluids weakness, anemia, lethargy, unconsciousness, and death occurs in severe cases. These are the symptoms have been reported by the which one, you know, trypanosoma. Okay, and then prophylaxis, killing of vector by spraying insecticides. Okay, so surrounding only. The cleaning of bushes, the resting ground of vectors. Suppose surrounding, okay, if it not cleaned, okay, what will happen? They can easily spread through this one, through the vectors. Okay, see that protozoan disease already we saw it. These are the things already we discussed. Once again, repeat for you what are the types of protozoan diseases. Okay, see here, protozoan diseases: amoebiasis, ciliary dysentery, giardiasis, malaria, African sleeping sickness, cholera. These two are considered, it is known as which one, you know, protozoan disease. What about African sleeping sickness? It is caused by the one of the microorganism. Will you please protozoans? Do you know? Next class, cholera also. These are the two things we have to discuss next.
So I know the vector for African sleeping sickness.
Tell me, what is that?
So the vector is the fly, sir.
Louder, please.
So the fly, sir. It's
Ah,
a fly,
ah.
sir. Fly.
Okay, 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 good, super. I think. Okay, once again. So call answer, do you know anybody else? Call answer. No, isn't it? I will tell you these two things we will discuss later. Okay, in deeply. See that. Malaria. So they have given us a tabulation format in your book also. See that. See that here. Malaria, Plasmodium species, isn't it? Endometriosis, otherwise called as what is the Endometra histolytica. Already we discussed that things also. Diarrhea, simple diarrhea is also. Okay, intestinal is a Giardia intestinalis. And also see the Endometra histolytica also. Trichomonas, hominas, etc. African slipping sickness. See here, trypanosoma gambiensis. Note it down. This is very, very important. So many times they were asked the question. African slipping sickness is caused by the one of the protozoan is called as trypanosoma gambiensis. Patients feel sleepy, nerve system impairment. The symptom is which one you know? This is the disease. And call azar. I couldn't see here. Okay. Call azar. So which one you know? Can you see this one? Which is the cosmetic organism of call azar?
So Leishmania donovani.
Yeah, good. So Leishmania donovani, right? Correct only. So call azar, these are the two important. Mostly they may ask the question in this part, you know, they match the following. Opinion sleeping, trypanosoma. Call azar, this one. Okay, amoebiasis, endometriosis. They may be shuffled in nature. Already you know a little bit how they match the following they will give, isn't it? So Leishmania donovani is a correct one. Good. So note it down. This is very, very important. And next we will pass on to the next one is called as Helminth disease. Helminth, already you know what Helminth is nothing but the worms. Okay, particularly there are so many worms is there. Round worm, flat worm, tap worm. Okay, these are the three worms is there. They are all are present in your body. Liver flukes also. It is also considered in heading is called as flat worm. Okay, Helminth's diseases. The first one is called as TNIIT. The TNIIT is caused by the one of the worms is called as TNIIT. TNIIT is caused by an anaerobic intestinal endoparasite. Anaerobic intestinal human body, particularly intestinal endoparasite of human. This is called as primary cause. Okay, TNIIT is the commonly called a pork tapeworm. Pork. It is nothing but the meat of pig. Okay. The adult worm is attached to the mucosa of small intestine by sucker and hooks and present on the scolex. This is the head part of the which one you know the TNIIT, tapeworm. Okay. See, this is the very, very important. They may ask the question. Helminths. The science study of Helminths is called as which one you know? Helminthology, isn't it? Correct or not? Okay. Check it once again. Okay. The TNIIT is caused by the one of the diseases, which one of the parasite, you know, see the TNIIT. Okay. And also commonly called pork tapeworm. Note it down. It has a head. The head consists of which one, you know, their head is called as scolex. It has sucker and hooks. The hooks, it is used for the, which one, you know, the attachment of the epithelial cell of the intestines. In sucker, there is a small opening is there. They absorb all the food materials or nutritive substances from the, which one you know, a food pathway. Okay, see that one? See, this is called as tapeworm. See that this is the part, this part is called as, what is that? This part is called as scolex. Okay, the above there is a small needle-like structure is known. This is called as, what is that? Hooks. See, this is the part is called as, which one you know, sucker. Okay, it absorbs the nutritive substances. This hook is what is the use of the hooks? You know, it is used for the which you know adherence of the surface of the epithelial cells, otherwise called as food pathway. It can easily attach to that. After that, what happens? The food when it comes on the way, you know, it can be easily absorb the nutritive substances from the human body. As a result, what happens? You will not get the human body. It will not get the proper nutrition substances, but the worms get nutritive substance. They will grow very well. Okay, that is the thing. See that? This is called as scolex kit. See, this part is called as hooks. It is easily attached with the small intestine or large intestines. The opening is called as which one? Sucker. See that structure. This way, the food needs all are absorbed. Okay, it is a small 2 to 3 millimeter or centimeter like that. Okay, maximum 5 to 10 millimeters. Sorry, centimeters like that. It may be. See, this is the structure. Tinea classification, habit, structure, body wall. So okay, so this is called the which one? The tinea otherwise called as tapeworm, fork tapeworm. See, this collectively called as which one? Scolex. Okay, the scolex consists of 3-4 parts. Is that? See here, rostellum. This is the center part is called as rostellum. They may ask the question, diagrammatical questions. Okay, how many hooks are present in 2 rows of hooks present in? Okay, adhere on the surface of the epithelial cell of the human body. This is called a succus. Already told you. This part is called as neck. Here you mentioned it. This is called as neck. This is collectively called as succus. Okay. Okay. Collectively called as scolex. This one is called as succus. This is the row of which one? Hooks, and also center part is called as rostellum. Okay. Sometimes they may ask the questions. See that this is the things. Okay. How it will be possible? Forcing. Okay. Otherwise called as pig. Okay, from here to life cycle of tinea solium transfer to where in the mother or adult. How it will be? Through the way of meat, uncooked, improperly cooked, or raw cooked meat, pork meat from. So as a result, what happened? The sporocytes. Okay, cystocercosis. Okay, the spores. It will not killed by that particular temperature. As a result, it may enter into the human body from the pig. So it will multiply in this area and also adhere on the small intestines. So this is the structures. After that, it introduced so many eggs. Okay, it transferred through the stools. The stools means what is that? Outlet, the solid waste. Okay, the solid waste also eaten by which one? The pig. Again, the circle also convert. Okay, these are the things. These are the cycles of which one? Tinea solium. So it is more common in those areas where the pigs are domesticated and the pork is eaten. Now it has also been reported in vegetarians. Okay, this is very, very important. How it will be enter in your body? Pork. Okay, raw cooked meat. There is a partially cooked meat like that immediately. And human infection is direct and oral. It occurs by the eating raw or uncooked measle pork. And also infection is vegetarian, occurs through the improperly washed vegetables. Sometimes the infects. Sometimes what is it now? That solid waste also is there. Sometimes some of the bees or vectors. Okay, sit on it, or it will and carry the which one? This sporozoas. And also transfer to the vegetable. Sometimes it may be sit on to after that. Okay, sit on the vegetable. What happened? Suppose if you are not cooked properly, suppose if it is fruit, it penetrated inside it. What will happen? It will not cook properly. What happened? It may be transferred from the vegetables. Nowadays they have reported as a vegetable also suffered. I mean, affected by this type of which one? Plasmodium. Okay, so this is the symptoms. Teniasis is characterized by the abdominal pain. First, it gives pain, particularly the which one? Small child, young children. Nowadays, they were provided the tablets for the which one? One of the tablet is called as albendazole. Very, very important. You just note it down. Any child, okay, suffering from stomach pain or something else. Okay, proper eating process. Some of the worms present in it in his stomach or her stomach. So at the time, automatically, abdominal pain is also there. Ingestion of loss of appetite. There is no intake of food. That condition is called as anorexia, nausea, and vomiting, anemia, etc. These are the symptoms. Cyticercosis. This is caused by cyticerco larvae. Is characterized by the blindness or epilepsy. If the larvae encyst in the eye or brain respectively. This is also very complicated. Okay, cysticercosis. Cysticeracea larvae. So blindness also, this is also happen. And also transfer, which one, the larvae, it can be easily transferred from eye or brain also. Prophylaxis, how will you control proper disposal of human feces? Okay, feces. Proper cooking of pork, vegetables, and fruits should be washed thoroughly. Then only the complete removal of the plasmodium from the foodstuffs, and it can be eatable very hygienically. Okay, once again repeat. Symptoms: abdominal pain, ingestion of loss of appetite, anorexia, that name is called as anorexia, nausea and vomiting, anemia. Cytocerosis is nothing but the cytoceric larva. It's also lead to which one, blindness. Okay, cannot be able to see the object, or epilepsy. This is the condition is called as epilepsy. It's maximum the larvae encyst in eye or brain respectively. How will you? That means it can be easily curable or non-curable. Okay, see that proper disposal of human being, proper cooking of pork, vegetable, and fruit should be washed thoroughly. This is very, very important. See, you have to take the which one, you must take the which one, very, very important. All the worms, albendazole is the one of the tablets. Once upon a time, 6 months once you should take. Okay, for the complete removal of the these type of viruses. I mean, sorry, virus, sorry, and larvae or worms. Okay, see that. So next one is called as asparagus. These things onwards we will see the next classes, isn't it? Okay. Today, what are the things we will discuss? Will you please summarize the things? So what are the things already we saw it, First one is what are the protozoan diseases? Particularly, about first one is called as which one, Endemoeba histolytica, amoebiasis, isn't it? Okay. So amoebiasis, which one, Endemoeba histolytica, what will happen already about? So how it will be entered, which stage, tetranucleotide stage, already know it will produce a cytolysine and also ulcerations. Okay, and as the blood also comes out through mucous membrane as well as the fetus. These are the structures already we saw it. Force excitation and excitation is called as force cell stage nature, and how it will be lysis the cell cycle cells, and how we prevent this diseases due to this one already we discussed. Malaria means already but it's one of the protozoal diseases, particularly plasmodium. It's spreaded by which one, female Anopheles mosquito. How it will be, there are two hosts is very, very important. One is called as a mosquito, another one is called as which one, human beings. Okay, the production of toxic substances called as pigment is called as hemozoin, already but how it will be developed, how it will be destroy the RBC, which stage, that sporocyte stage. That sporocyte stage is called as merocytes, already how many species are found, there are 4 species, particularly Plasmodium vivax, falciparum, malaria, and also ovule. These are the things already we discussed. Okay, so and symptoms, what are the symptoms, how many days it will take for their which one, symptoms expressions itself. And 3 stages, what are the 3 stages, there are 3 stages: cold stage, hot stage, and also sweating stage. Okay, so falciparum, this already we discussed these things, how many days it will be expressed their symptoms, and what are the incubation period, and what are the stages, ring stage, tropocytes, and sison gametocyte stage. These things also already we saw it. And then prophylaxis will be one of the main important things, insecticides and DTT and also BHC, and one of the larvicidal fishes, Gambusia, like that, isn't it? So that things also already we saw it. And how it will be entered into the human cycles, how it will be proceed in a human cycle, that things also already we saw it. And then final thing is which one, what is trypanosoma. Okay, they need a primary course and secondary courses also. Trypanosoma pallidum, trypanosoma, that thing is also very, very important. It's one of the things already about limb swelling, and have to spray the insecticides and the pesticides. That things also discuss these things also. Okay, helminthus already we saw it. Which one is the very, very important? Tiniasis, Tiniasolium, otherwise called as pork tapeworm, and how it will be spread. What are the main structure of the Tiniasolium? That things also we discuss. Okay, Here, see that Scolex structure. The picture diagram you must note it on Scolex. Okay, rostrum. How many things is there? Rostrum is the center part of the head, and also 2 rows of the hooves. How many rows hooves present in the TNIIT? Sometimes they may ask the question. And sucker and the neck also. Already we know about these things also. How it will be enter. Okay, how will you prevent that things also? And another one is called as which one you know? Cysticercosis. This is also very, very important. It is also one of the protozoans. Okay, diseases, and also sorry, and helminth diseases. Sorry, so this is also very, very important. We'll see the remaining on the next class. Thank you for the participation. Thank you, my dear students. Do you have any doubt in this area? Will you please?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.